Hello there, YouTube. This is Steve with Circuit Trauma. As you can tell, number one, my area is really messy. Yeah. To be doing a video on how to change the dome actuator on literally any button, whether it's Samsung, Apple, HTC. Haven't really heard about those guys in a long time. Motorola, anything with a button actuator that has the Captain tape over it, you can swap like the components inside that. So I'm going to give you guys an in-depth look on how to do that and just apply this to pretty much anything that you can with those principles. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. But one more thing, if you're not watching this video without a mask, go ahead and don your mask so you don't get sick from the awesome properties of this video. What we're about to do right now is we're going to transplant this entire assembly over to this one. This is an iPad Air first generation home button. This is an iPad Pro. So just to give you a little bit of like how universal this whole method is. So basically this is a switch. So you have one side of the switch here and another side of the switch here. They're totally two separate things until you push in the dome actuator, and then it connects the two, thus sending a signal to whatever IC it's sending it to and telling it to do the command that you're trying to do. That was a weird explanation. So this right here doesn't have one, and this one does. So this one here is going to push in just like this. See, it works. So to get started, all you need to do, don't be scared. I have a number 11. Yeah, number 11 precision blade. What I like to do is I like to go here in one of the corners and pick it up just a little bit. Very carefully, turn the corner, work your way around very carefully. You could use heat, you don't have to. I'm not using heat. So in these home buttons, usually there's going to be two discuses that are shaped like domes or little bowls. And the top one is the one that's glued, will adhere to the Captain tape. Sometimes the bottom one comes with it, not all the time. So here, look. There are two domes. So you transplant the first one, and be sure that the domes are facing up. Alright, that one's on there. Now you just grab the bottom one. Connect, and then there is a long side and a short side. So here's the long side, here's the short side. Here's the long side, here's the short side. You can see if I were to put it on here like this, I would have a bunch of area not covered. So I'm going to rotate this thing 90 degrees. Again, this does require a little bit of dexterity. Be steady-handed. Don't drink coffee beforehand. You might have a bad time like I am now. And I see that my tweezers are having a little bit of trouble gripping, so I'm just going to grab another razor. Before I seal it down, I'm going to verify that everything is centered. I know that the top one, whenever it's centered, is going to be centered because I can see through the Captain tape, but this bottom one, you need to actually verify and place it there yourself. Boom. Okay, now all you have to do is smooth it up. doing is I'm adhering it back to the housing for this button. I'm just gently pushing it down, making sure that it's adhered properly so we don't have this mistake again. Give it a few test clicks. You can probably actually hear how loud and how crisp this button is. That was a beautiful transplant. Okay, so thank you all for watching the video. I have two things to notify you of. The first thing is going to be I do mail-in repair, surprise. So if you need any kind of board work done, feel free to reach out through the awesome various different avenues of social media world. And the second thing is always practice safe repairing and wear your rubber.